What's up, everybody? Y'all know who it is. Lawsuit Jerry. I am back again, guys. Man, it's been a good weekend, coming up, but just not passing. Right now, we're getting snow outside, so we don't feel like we're in Miami. Miami is beautiful weather out there, Probably some good weather out there in California too, but in here in Illinois, cold weather, snowing. Been snowing all morning. Ain't no snow sticking to the ground. It's snowing, but it ain't sticking. That's one thing good about it, As long as it ain't sticking to the ground, I'm good. Ain't no salt on the ground, nothing like that. So that's even better too. Just trying to make sure I don't run into stuff that got salt on the ground. I got these wheels on this car, so trying to keep them in great condition, But yeah, it's all right. Back to work tomorrow for another week, and I'll be on a spring break for a whole week, So that way I can relax a lot more, Might as well keep my wipers on because water's getting wet pretty good, But guys, by getting the rims and stuff like that, a lot of people thought I was just doing a lot of window shopping. That wasn't really happening. Y'all know how Lawsuit is, I'm gonna get out there and do my thing, get the stuff I need to get for my car. Ain't no stopping, ain't no playing around, nothing like that. So I just gotta get stuff done, If you got the money, you got time, you can get it done, But don't sit there and play with it. I don't play around with it. When it come down for me to get something for my car or something fixed, something like that, it's easy, So while I got that week off, when I had that week off, I'd be at the dentist's office. I'm not gonna be able to record that, you know what I'm saying? So I'm just gonna have to see when I start getting stuff done, But I'm gonna keep that private by not taking a video camera up in there trying to do all that. So just trying to make it easier for me. Go in there and get the job done and be done with it. I ain't got to worry about it no more. And I'll be a lot happier once it gets done. Then going for my eyeglasses, pick those up. I've been pretty busy between here and there without going to go get them. And a lot of stuff I need to go do and I can't get it done. It's one step at a time. You know what I'm saying? When it comes down to anything. So I had to take my time, get stuff done one day at a time, just trying to get it out the way. I've been busy with Eddie and stuff like that, and getting a new meat put on it, new rim, and all the comments that been coming through. I appreciate everybody on that, you know what I'm saying? Nice, good old comments on that, I love it. The views been picking up more. Watch time been doing really great, I'm loving that, man, my homeboy, one of a kind, wherever I put out, he always there, you know what I'm saying? And every time he do say something on my comments, it's nothing bad, he always been polite with everything, been great with it, I appreciate him on that, one good friend to have, and he is a truly good friend of mine. Between him and Lefty Two Guns, they really good friends of mine that's been hanging around with Lawsuit Jerry ever since he started, When I first started, they was the only two that joined in, Joined in on my YouTube channel, so that worked out good. Come on, man, move that little video Chevy out my way. But yeah, I'm on my way out. Just like I said, I'm gonna get out, put me some more gas in here. I'm on a half a tank, but I'm gonna fill it back up and then go to the grocery store. I gotta go get some water and stuff like that, and some old lunch to have for lunch at work and stuff like that, without spending money every day. You save good money when you buy your lunch and it lasts you for a week without going out and eat every day. You go out and eat every day, you spend a lot of money. That's one thing I don't like doing, spend a lot of money. I like to have my lunch. I can make my lunch at home and take it with me. Even my breakfast. You know, every now and then I stop at a donut shop and get me a donut or two. You know, I like my donuts. You know what I'm saying? Especially the jelly ones. The jelly ones is real nice to have. You know, I like those and the glaze and stuff like that. You know, but don't want to eat too much of sugar in the morning anyway. So that's why I come out, get my coffee black, no sugar, just a little cream, and I'm good, you know. And just keep on pushing that way. A lot of people might say it's nasty, drinking straight black coffee. It is nasty, but you get used to it, you know. Get used to it. It does the job. It's like an energy drink. Energy drink keep you alert, but the coffee keep your butt awake 24 hours, no matter what. They have you up. You don't want to go to sleep. But yeah, guys, I'm just trying to get everything done. I did call my uncle last night. He is gonna take a look at the car. He is gonna do the two driver's side doors, you know, that got little scratch marks in them and stuff like that. So he gonna redo those and repaint them. Get that done. I told him I was gonna wet sand the front end. He was like, hold off on that and let me take a look at it, and maybe he can do something with it, and if so, he might go ahead and paint that too, you know. I'm like, cool, you know. And I asked him, I said, hey, how much gonna cost me to get this done? He was like, oh man, I'm glad you asked me that. I'm like, man, this gonna cost a lot of money for this. He was like, yeah, it's gonna cost you, but he's like, son, I tell you what, bring the car to me, I'll check it out, you know. I don't think I'm gonna charge you for is he's like, ain't no need to take to it, but I can tell you how much it's gonna cost you. He said, I tell you what, I got 2 cars over here I need you to detail them 2 cars, and the price is done. I'm like, wow, that's it? He's like, yeah, that's it. Detail my 2 cars for me, and that's it. I'm like, dang. I said, a deal. I said, can we shake on that deal? He said, when I see you, we can shake on it. He said, I got you and you got me. I'm like, dang, Unc, I got you. So that's how much it's going to cost me. Detail both his cars, man, and that's it. So that's going to be a good deal for me, you know what I'm saying? So detail his cars, to replace the replacement doing the car, you know what I'm saying? Doing the doors, so I get to keep one of his cars until he done with mine, you know what I'm saying? So just like I told him, I take that Cadillac truck. I already had that truck, you know what I'm saying? I take care of that, you know what I'm saying? Just let me have that while you take care of Betty for me and get it back right, you know, and everything's good. He was like, now, you want a whole paint job, now, it's gonna cost you. I said, well, I was thinking about doing the paint job on the car, you know, like that. He was like, well, the way I've been seeing your other guys on YouTube channel and stuff like that, Jerry, he's like, we can paint your car any color you want, and we can make it look gooder than what it looked like. I'm like, dang, okay, we'll think about that. So while I was in the paint shop yesterday, they did call him and tell him and stuff like that I was over there and stuff like that. I got the stuff on his discount. So he was like, well, you know what, if you pick out a color on their wall, you know, you can fix your car up that color, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, wow, that might be something good. He was like, well, it go good with your YouTube channel if you decide to do it like that, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, cool. So I'm like, man, let me think about it, you know what I'm saying? Let me think about it and see what I like, and we can take off with it that way. So as soon as I find the right stuff and where I want to just come out with it, you know what I'm saying, make it look even better, you know, worth my while, and we'll go ahead and take off with it that way. So we're gonna see. But just like I said, my uncle that's out here in Illinois is one of the best painters that's out here in Illinois, you know what I'm saying? So he's been doing this stuff for years, you know, in his garage, and he got everything that every other paint job have in their own garage, you know. He have everything too, so that's one thing good about it, you know. And I never did sit around long enough to learn how to do that stuff with him, you know. But his kids, you know, they decided to learn how to do it, especially his daughters. His daughters learn how to do that stuff too, so I never went around too much at all just to see that, you know. Been there a couple times, but there's a lot of work to it, but, you know, it wasn't my type of taste of tea. You know, I don't want to get involved with it. But, we'll see though, guys, but, I'm still trying to push my way around, figure out what I want to do with Betty and stuff like that, and take off with it. Never too old to do what other people does out there, so if you got the time and the money, go ahead and get it done. But if I end up getting my car painted, the whole car painted like that, you know, I already know what he's going to ask me to do, you know what I'm saying? So pretty much it'd be like taking care of his cars for the rest of his life, or come over, cut grass. I ain't got no problem with that, you know, and or do some kind of repair in his home and stuff like that, because I'm all trade, so I can do that. I ain't got no problem with it, you know. Fix and repair and stuff like that, it's all easy work, you know, and I always keep that in my brains. I ain't got no problem fixing anything or repair it or whatever it is. I don't care what's broken down in the house, I can repair it. Electric, plumbing, whatever is done. So you just got to have the money for me to get the parts, and I can get it done. And that's all it is. So, but anyway, guys, I'm going to get ready to go inside the gas station here. Get ready to fill this bad boy up, and I can get with y'all next time. But like I said, it's snowing out here. I thought I was going to have a chance to buff out Betty a little bit more, you know what I'm saying? But it started snowing. I'm like 30 degrees outside, man. It's cold. So we back down in the cold weather. We was in the 70s. Now it's back freezing again. So it's not good at all. So that's one thing I don't like about Illinois. It rains, it snows, and it gets crazy. So I'd rather be at a place that's all year round, decent weather. I ain't got to worry about this crap, you know? And that way I can enjoy my life and my time out here. But anyway, guys, I'll catch y'all next time in the next video, guys. Also, Jerry is out of here, and I got to get done with some stuff here. And I will be getting back with y'all sooner or later, all right? Peace, peace, peace. We out.